Hi everyone, in this video we are going to continue from where we last left off. In the last video I had made auth root and sample request was working, now we will add database. So, the first thing that we need to do is to set up the .env package in the main index.js server file. Remember we had already installed .env package in last video. And to set up .env we just have to import .env package at the start of index.js. And now let's add MongoDB URI in the .env file. You can find MongoDB URI from your MongoDB dashboard. Copy the URI from here and replace the password with your own password for the current database user. Paste that URI over here. I've already done that. Now that we have done that, let's run the server and check if we are able to connect to the database. We can see in the terminal that our server is connected to the database. Now that our server is connected to the database, let us now work on the auth/register route to create a new user and save it to the database, and return the user object back to the client. First, let's see what we already have from last video. Now in auth.js file in routes folder. First we have to import the mongoose user model which we created in last video. After that we have to create a new user object from the data that we get from the client in request body. We cannot store user's password as it is, cause it is not safe. And we already had installed package to hash password. So we will hash user's password then store it. And then we just have to save the user to the database using the save method of the user model. This save method will return a promise, and since we're using await, let's make this callback function async. After saving the user, save method returns us the saved user object with all the data and a unique MongoDB object ID. Let's return that object back to the client. We have an error because we didn't add .js after the model file name. Now that server is running fine and is connected to the database. Let's test this auth/register route using Thunder client to make post request. I have a sample request body object. Let's use this data to send request. After sending the request, we got saved user object in response. Now let's check MongoDB collection if data is saved over there. It's working properly. In next video we will use JSON Web Token to sign a token and use that for authentication.